Welcome to the stream. We will be starting up shortly. Let me go ahead and grab the stream link and start preparing to share the stream elsewhere. So, just a bit. So first off, I want to get this sent over to YouTube. And then I'm going to start sharing the link elsewhere, so just bear with me for a moment. I will be with chat for a bit. Anyways, I figured I would just ask, how's everyone doing? I'll get to responses when I can. I currently have Discord pulled up. And don't worry, I actually hydrated this time. I had a big old cup of water. It's like the biggest cup I've ever had. I should take a picture of it, but nah, I'll just do that over the server. But yes, I am keeping hydrated. Discord is lagging a bit, I don't know why. It kind of annoys me when it does that. But if there are chat messages by now, I will be with you shortly. Just give me a bit here. 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 I have to get through my server list first, just all my servers with self-promotion channels, and then we can start. Okay, I'm most of the way through, and then I will have to share to Blue Sky, and then I think we should be good because I sent the link over on YouTube by now. Okay, and cool, I think we're good to go. Hello Sport, how are we doing today? So let me turn this down just a little bit. Turn my desktop volume down just a bit. Alright, now that we're ready to go, I played a bit of Sekong. Oh, I'm glad you did. I hear everyone loved that game. I didn't really play it myself. Here, let me... Okay, no more pre-stream animation. Let me pull up Undertale mod tool. So here we are. This is Undertale mod tool. I had the best boss fight after going through the most abysmal area I've been through so far. Yeah, and I recall you just paused on the game entirely at that point. So I guess the game's not perfect. Okay, well this is gonna be hard to figure out. I've gotta figure out where to even start with the cutscene system. Let me go ahead and pull up Chapter 2. Hope that it doesn't then pull up the wrong window on OBS. It's the only place to go now that I don't have to worry about college anymore. Well, I hope commissions go well. I have not gotten any commissions because I don't write hardly anymore. And that's a shame too because I actually really like to write. Okay, so it would be inconvenient if I just started like switching between windows back and forth on OBS. That would take out a lot of time for me to constantly switch the source. So where do we start the cutscene system? I guess they're going well apart from Apple. Reopen sketches to get the bag when digital has gone off. Get back to writing. Yeah, we also got a fully Steve Jobs into submission. I think he's responsible for this. He pushed out a crappy update and now we got a fully Steve Jobs, the CEO of Apple. Alright, so I've pulled up OBJ main chara here. Okay, so I need to grab some variables from main chara. You know what? Here, let me create a second Undertale mod tool source. How do I duplicate? So I can copy and then I can paste. Okay, duplicates. Oh, that went to like the top of the list. My bad. So I want to layer these on top of each other, so I can have two instances of Undertale mod tool open. Then I want to switch this to the correct one. So this is chapter 2. I have two Undertale mod tools open now. I need to figure out what I need to grab from here that's relevant to the cutscene system. Okay, so came from entrance found. Okay, so that's just a bunch of marker stuff. Then width, height, my width, my height. Is this gonna be relevant? Hold on. Let me lock that down so I don't drag the window everywhere in OBS. So, main chara. I don't know if what I'm about to paste over here is actually relevant to... Okay, so that was already copied over for me, so... Oops. So, I think fun is a relevant variable, though. Sword facing... Sword sprite? Okay. Okay, then. Yo. Undertale mod tool is so good. Why isn't there a UT mod tool too? I don't know. I guess there just isn't. Okay, so I have sword... Okay, so I have sword facing. Oh. What up? What, did I already put fun there? Okay. Okay, so fun equals 0, sword facing equals 1, and sword sprite equals right sprites. Okay. So, will I have to do anything with the alarms for main chara? Yeah, that's so weird. Why is there not an Undertale mod tool too? That seems like a big oversight. Okay, so I have a draw event. Anything happening in draw? Okay, if sword mode equals 0, draw self. I think that's just like an unused variable. Fun equals 0. Wow. I guess we're just out here roasting Dead by Daylight now. Okay. Sword, if fun equals 0. Okay, so it looks like fun is going to be used here. If fun equals 0... I'm listening to this while playing Dead by Daylight. Whoa, okay. Alright. So I guess I'm just gonna copy this over from main Chara from Chapter 0, and I'm gonna carry it over into Chapter 1. There should be a much easier way to retexture sprites instead of doing it individually to each and every sprite. Don't get me started on the tile sets. Chapter 4 has so many. Oh, yeah, does it? Okay, so is this what I'm wanting to do? If sword mode equals 0, okay, so does that. But then where is sword sprite defined? And okay, let me copy this over. Sword mode equals 0, draw self. Because I don't know what sword mode is, but I guess I'm just now kind of recreating main Chara as it was in Chapter 2. Because I guess that would be relevant for the cutscene system. Okay, battle part. Okay, yeah, I've mostly ordered it over. Battle mode equals... Okay. Debug. Is there anything else I didn't carry over? Because there's a bunch of sword mode stuff. Draw battle mode. Okay, I should probably leave that alone for the time being and figure out what fun is about. So let me go back here. Step. Then let's pull up step in Chapter 2. Go over here. Okay, yeah, there's differences. A far no press equals 0. Okay, when was that something I added, or was that something a friend added? Okay. Okay, enough of that. Let's see what's going on here with fun. So fun. Sword con equals 1. Sword timer. Oh, this is for that sword mode thing, isn't it? OBJ sword hitbox? Is this unused content? Oh, okay, here's fun. If fun equals 0, then it runs all this. If fun equals 0, stepping equals 1, and fun equals 0. Okay, is that all there is for the fun variable? If fun equals 0, stepping equals 1, and... Okay. Yeah, they are frequently using the fun variable. And I don't think I actually need the sword mode stuff. That, I'm pretty sure that's unused content. Like, where is this in the code? This is... Okay, if sword mode equals 1, button 1P, sword sprite equals right sprite. Is this like an overworld attack system? What would this been for? Like first striking enemies in the overworld? This is not used content. You never do that in the actual game. I kind of want to play with that now. I kind of want to try and enable sword mode. We'll try that maybe a bit later. Let me see where else fun is being used at. Okay, if fun equals 0, so walk equals 0, walk equals 1. Okay, so just this whole block. I'm just gonna carry over this whole block into Chapter 1. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, is this... the right place in the code? Walk equals 0. Nope. What is this no pressing? Did I add that? It's a local variable. Okay. 1 equals 0. Okay, yeah, I think this is the relevant block of code I was looking for. So, I'm just gonna select all this. Make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, I was about to not do it right, so... Copy. So, like, just select all this, and then I would do this. Does this look right? Here, let me compare with... Okay, if fun equals 0, 7 equals 1, and fun equals... Stepping equals 1 and fun equals 0. So I'm going to copy this over. Because it looks like, yes, the fun variable is going to be used for the cutscene system. Then I'm checking back into Chapter 2 real quick. Where else is fun used? Okay, and then I checked back into Chapter 2, and yeah, I just looped back over into the sword mode stuff. Fun equals 0. Okay, yeah, I think I got it all. I think I got the fun stuff carried over. Alright. I'm new to the stream. Can I see the progress of the game so far? Okay, so let me go ahead and save real quick. And we're gonna start up Deltarunerer here. So I'm going to save Chapter 1 here. Okay. So let me go ahead and shut this music up real quick. My runerer is Delta. Me and a friend of mine came up with the name. Alright, so let's go ahead and minimize out of Undertale mod tool real quick, and then... Okay, no, that's the wrong window. That's the pre-stream animation, but since it's made in Game Maker, OBS gets kind of confused. So, anyways, Deltarune. Let me go ahead. Do I have Deltarune actually selected? Okay, now I do. From the people who really love the name Rooter Buster, comes an entire mod with the same naming scheme. Okay, so we're just gonna start a new file here and show where Deltarunerer currently is. Okay, sword mode wasn't set. Did I not set sword mode? Yes, the game crashed. Okay, give me a bit. Give me a bit. I can fix this. I'm pretty sure sword mode is unused content anyway. I would not even need that. Sword facing, sword sprite. Yeah, I'm just gonna do away with the sword stuff. I did not mean for the game to crash like that, so... Battle mode. Okay, I'm just gonna delete the sword mode stuff because that's unused. That's not necessary to have. If sword mode equals 0, let's just delete the sword mode stuff. Let's just forget that. We don't need that. So, save. Then I'm gonna try running again here. Let me layer Deltarune on top of Undertale mod tool real quick. Okay, there we go. Just gonna start a new file. I did not select chapter select. Okay. I'm gonna try and get into the dark world here. And I'm preferably gonna try and get to Ralph here. So a bit of running. I'm just gonna mash through the text here. Yeah, just so I can like show the state of things as they currently are in Chapter 1. I've actually paused development for a while because, yes, having no cutscene system sucks, and I don't want to do Deltarunerer Chapter 1 / Undertale style cutscenes. I do not care for coding those whatsoever. So I'm not currently looking at chat right now since I am trying to just rush through this right now. Okay, let me just go ahead and... I just went and tabbed into YouTube real quick here. Game's not too loud, is it? I can turn the game down. I'm thinking I would like to add the slide sprite from Chapter 3 onwards, but I'll save that for a bit later. Because I'm going to have a lot of work to do with the cutscene system. There's going to be a lot of objects and scripts I'm going to have to port over. And just really hope I don't miss, like, anything. No, know it already. Okay, so yeah, Ralsei looks like that for a reason. You'll see why real quick. After I get my answer out of the way here. Okay, are you two okay? Allow me to introduce myself. I am... Take off that... Oh, I can barely hear you under there. Hello everyone, I'm Ralph. Fat Ralph. Fat Ralph? Yes, Fat Ralph. Oh my... It's Fat Ralph! Okay, yeah, that's Fat Ralph. Yeah, you know, the naked Ralsei plush that they memed out? Yeah, it's that Fat Ralph. Chris, he's all yours. I'm getting out of here. Susie has no desire to put up with Ralph. I suppose it's just the two of us, then. Alright, so... Yeah, that's Fat Ralph. Completely replaces Ralsei. Ralph, the Fat Prince is now your ally. The power of Fat Ralph shines within you. I wrote that so long ago, and that's suddenly funny to me now. Okay, now Fat Ralph actually plays a bit differently. He's got more health because he's not actually a healer here. He's actually a tank. You'll see why. Let's go ahead and dodge these. Great job, Chris. You're natural. That was an amazing attack. Let's try defending. Didn't rewrite much of this dialogue. I need to build up my TP. Alright, provoke. Become target. Fat Ralph casts provoke, with Fat Ralph became the enemy's target. Provoke spell. That'll help in real fights later, too. Hug Fat Ralph. Chris. I don't think this is what you're supposed to be doing. I suppose the dummy should also be made naked and fat. Got the manual. Oversized Ralph. Okay, so yeah, Fat Ralph is pretty defensive. He starts with 4 defense. He has 150 HP. 11 attack. Okay, yeah, he has provoke. Provokes foes into targeting you on their next turn. So we're gonna see what that's about. So let me go ahead and get into a battle here. I'm just gonna run past you. I wanna get a fight with 2 of you. So here's Lancer. Lancer, where's Susie? Pragmatic. Trips of Passy. Is that a threat? Just going to stand there? That way. Purple girl's over there. Oh, that's not the dialogue I intended to get. Oh well. Well. So, that was some rooted. So I'm just going to defend normally. So, okay, they're both being targeted now. But if I do provoke, became the enemy's target, and now they only target Ralph. And since he has good defense, he does not take a whole lot of damage. He can actually take a pretty good beating before HP becomes a problem. Maximus Ralphie. They're hurting him! They're angered by Ralph's sheer size. And of course he has to take a breather there because that fight took a lot out of him. Being fat will do that. Frozen cake was added to your key items. Oh, cake! Boy, do I love some cake! I can't get enough of it! Like the cake, just say so. Don't pretend to like it. Good one! Oh, Ralph definitely likes his cake. Being fat will do that. Yeah, Fat Ralph's entire thing here in Deltarunerer is that, yeah, he's fat. Of course he likes his cake. Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap this battle up. Cool. Alright, then we're just gonna run to the right over here. The fact that Fat Ralph exists leads to a horrifying possibility of Buff Ralph somewhere else in the world. Stupid board. Oh, that's just awful. You and Fat Ralph again. Susie does not like Fat Ralph. It's okay to be fat, Susie. But also, how'd you get past those spikes? All through them. The worst sucks. Hey, it'll be fine, Susie. Maybe I can crash through it with my fatness. I can just crash through the door of his fatness. I already tried breaking it down myself. Oh, Susie, we'll need you to finish this puzzle then. Fat Ralph. Susie follows at a distance such that no one can tell she's associated. It's quite unfortunate that Susie has to put up with Fat Ralph. Alright, now let me return the title here real quick. Because I did actually work on... Well, we got a little bit of sprites for who will be Deltarunerer's new party member for Chapter 5. Let me go ahead and navigate my folders real quick, because I do have to do an edit to save file 2 here. Open with Notepad. Alright, come over here. Wait a minute. That's the wrong folder. I was about to edit my main Deltarune saves. Where is it? Deltarunerer. I have a save file in slot 2, and I'm going to edit that. Notepad. 1, 3, 5. Party member 5. Here he is. It's Togor. The timelines are converging. This is the new party member for Chapter 1. This is Togor. Yes, the Togor Dreamer. The famous cousin of Chris Dreamer. Level 1 rogue. Poisons foes with venom magic. Venom strike. Slash enemy with poisonous blades. Deal some damage and poison enemy. Cast many venomous needles down on enemies, slightly damaging and poisoning all. So, Togor is purely a damage type. He's a DPS. So he has a decent attack power, has 2 defense, 4 magic, and Togor? Yes. Tastic? Yes. No guts, though. Do not look at Togor's equipment, though. Oh, wait. We can look at his equipment, but, I've not actually created any of his weapons yet, so he just has the wood blades still. Though Togor is not intended to be here, you will get Togor, like, promptly right after Susie leaves the party on the board. Now, otherwise, Togor has, like, none of his animations made, so I'm just gonna get into battle and then I'm just gonna stop there. There he is. There's Togor. Yeah. Don't take a turn as Togor, though, because the game just crashed. he is that undercooked right now. He still crashes the game everywhere because he's not like fully implemented yet. Okay, I'm gonna start this music back up here. Alright, let's get back to the cutscene system because that is now priority. Okay, so I removed the Togor is too tastic. Well, we're gonna have to tone down his tastic then if we want to actually be stable here. Okay, so cutscene system. I removed the sword mode stuff. The whole reason he crashes the game is because the universe couldn't handle the Togor. Launches into the room covered in cement. Greetings! Well, you came in here covered in cement. Don't turn into a statue on me. Don't you dare become a statue. That would be awful. Okay, so now I've got to start with the actual cutscene system. So let me sift through Chapter 2's objects real quick. There's definitely some cutscene system stuff in there. So, interactable solid, actor, main chara, slide. Okay, so, oh hey, music bullet. Hello, sweet. Okay, OBJ animation. Okay, that's just a Chapter 1 object. That's been there since Chapter 1. I don't need to worry about that. Deck, mansion. Oh, the Field of Hopes and Dreams music object? That's still in Chapter 2. I don't need to be there. OBJ Panner. Okay, so where is OBJ Panner used? OBJ Panner. Oh, okay, that is very much a cutscene object. Is that in Chapter 1? Do I have OBJ Panner in Chapter 1? Oh, yes I do. So Pan X, Pan Y, X, Y, Final X, Final Y. Okay. So then step. So I go there. Pan timer. Pan max. Then I go here. Okay, so yeah, OBJ Panner has definitely changed in Chapter 2. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this. Then I'm going to copy that into Chapter 1. So there, like that. Then step 0, so the step event, where the actual code executes every frame. And I'm gonna do this. Okay, so, bam, there. Okay, real quick, OBJ Panner. Does Chapter 2 use it any differently? Cutscene commands. Okay, SCR pan, blurb. Panner. Destroy. I don't know why, but the Lancer chase cutscene? The Lancer chase sequence is in Chapter 2, but that doesn't happen in Chapter 2. Don't worry, it's still wet. The cement is still wet? Okay. That message didn't show up in YouTube chat. I guess it must have been flagged as inappropriate, but... Here, let me just switch over to the live chat tab. Okay. So I've carried over OBJ Panner. Okay, cool. So what else is there to see? Dust Ball, Castle, Objects, Fireworks, Cyber Lights, OBJ Anim. What's this? Am I going to need this object? OBJ Anim. Does this get used in the cutscene system? It gets used in cutscenes, but it's not actually part of the core cutscene system, so I guess I don't need that. Shake OBJ. Over here. Okay, yeah, Shake OBJ is just a natural Chapter 1 object. Well, there's a few changes in Chapter 2. Can I get away with this? Okay, so what changes? Okay, just to check for the Dark World. And if it's 0, then yeah, it shakes less. So step 0. IEX target. Oh, that's a script I will have to port over. So IEX, which is really just a different way of handling, just a different way of checking if an instance exists. Well, if the cutscene system's gonna need it, sure. If IEX, so let me go ahead and, yeah, function IEX. Okay. Well, I have that script in Chapter 1 now. I was looking through the spell script earlier. I was trying to figure something out. Unrelated to Deltarunerer, maybe. Well, let's see here. Well, I guess now that I have function IEX, I can use that now. So let me just go ahead and do that. Okay, then the other event. Oh yeah, this is going to be modified. This is going to use IEX. Yep, called it. Deltarune's own quirky little way of running instance exists. I don't know why that's necessary, but whatever, I guess it is. Alright, let me open back up to Chapter 2 here. So yeah, I did Shake OBJ. That's where I last left off. My cat just came into my room. Oh, I guess I have Lucy now. Okay, so I last left off on Shake OBJ, so let me scroll down some more. Sword area, Sword OBJ parent, example. Kitty! Oh yeah, I love Lucy, but she can be a bit of a crybaby. She really whines about wanting to go into the basement. But if we do let her into the basement, all she'll hyperfixate on is our pet hamster, who I am pretty sure she would want to maul. So we don't really like letting her down there. Then she tries to do her business down there too. No thanks. Okay, Sphere, Saucer, Overworld Bullet Area. What is this? What object is this? Battle Alfair? Is this for overworld battle sequences? Like when you're dodging bullets. Yeah, that's what this looks like. But yes, in this house, we do love and cherish Lucy. She's a calico. Menu Rider custom menu. OBJ house. Force field. Okay, so I'm not seeing cutscene system relevant stuff here. Bunch of mansion objects. Queen's little screen thingy. You got a cat who can be found in the basement? That sounds awfully familiar. No, we're not gonna blast any Antons here. There will be no blasting of the Anton variety. But yes, Lucy likes to go into the basement sometimes. Specifically to just fixate on our pet hamster. Hero, I'll say Hero, Noel. I love the stupid placeholder sprite they use for the hero objects. I was making a friend reference this time around. Oh, good. That little friend inside me, huh? Spell, miss. Okay, so this is just Noel's spells. So this is not relevant for what I'm doing here. I don't even have to worry about this. What am I doing? Tail. Okay, now it's just a bunch of enemy stuff. Where are the cutscene objects? I'm trying to find objects. There's a whole bunch of objects related to Queen. Yeah, there's Burley. Okay. Flail? Gun? Okay, yeah, Queen has a gun. That's a thing in her battle. Burgley. Okay, what is this? The bullet deleter. Okay. We just ignored this white guy. Why does the Queen use the gun on Burley? Is she stupid? Is she? Maybe she plays mobile games. She might be stupid. No, I don't care about your stupid wall. We're just gonna ignore that. Oh my god, so many objects for the secret boss. You do not need so much. Wait, musical bullet controller. I think I know what part of... Oh my goodness. Okay, well I guess we're doing a pit stop here. We're hyper-fixating on Sweet Cat and Cakes again. One of my beloveds. He's coded a bit differently for an enemy though. Because they don't use the typical bullet controller objects. Musical controller, yep. They do just use that. And there's code that's like, oh well, if they're super low on HP, then they will all just heal. Heal back to full with a carton of milk. Yes, that is a thing. They just drink from the milk carton and it heals them fully. I'm actually serious when I say Sweet Cat and Cakes is just entirely immortal. You can't, you can never defeat them. It doesn't matter what you throw at them. They're completely immortal. You can, cast Snowgrave on them and they'll just fully heal from that. It's literally impossible to kill Sweet Cat and Cakes in this game. It doesn't matter what you throw at them. They would solo this game if they were actually serious about fighting. Sweet shimmies defiantly. I would too. KK is a CD player. That is so true. That is so true. Yes, it smells like music too. It smells like music. Wait, is this? Yeah. Yep, and they're sweet again. I love how internally Cam is just called Hat Guy. During the whole development process, they couldn't even bother to give a crap about him, it seems like. They just called him Hat Guy internally. That's kind of mean. Alright. There you are. There you are. I have the official Sweet Cat and Cake shirt, by the way. Man, the things I would do for these guys to... That's because Cam is washed. Well, I could say one thing. He's painfully straight. And that is like the one thing stopping everyone from unanimously agreeing with Sweet Cat and Cake's polyamory. Guess my favorite Deltarunerer character of each chapter. Okay, well... I would say Chapter 1, Javel? Chapter 2... Oh, definitely Sweet Cat and Cakes. You were focused on them for a while like I was. Chapter 3... Okay, well that's probably an easy one. It's either Tana or it's that weather girl, Elnina, I think. Chapter 4... Come on, we all love Jack and Stein. You're taking too long. Taking too long. Meanwhile, him in particular, that's just my husband. KK is my beloved. Nothing will ever change that. And yes, I'm even getting assets for him commissioned for Remote Room. That one Deltarune multiplayer mod that's being worked on. I am specifically commissioning a full sprite sheet for him because I will be playing him in Remote Room. Alright, then we have the NPC. Yep, that's self-explanatory. It's Lancer, the white guy, I'll just say. Tana and Gerson. Oh, yeah, actually Gerson's really good too. Spamtum seems pretty F tier though. I don't like me rich white millionaires here. Or frauds. That man is not a big shot. I'll tell you who the real big shot is. It is definitely Tana. Spamton fell flat on his ass so Tana could run. Musical fight speed. Okay, yep, this is attack stuff for Sweet Cat and Cakes. This has to be. Sound wave effect. Musical controller. Oh, musical battle end. Oh, this is when they do the battle wand sequence. Ignore the fact that this was supposed to be a dev stream where I port over the cutscene system because now I'm just hyper fixating over Sweet Cat and Cakes. Spamton walked so Tana could run so Rory Knight can stomp on them. From now on is a banger. And Chapter 4 had a lot of banger songs. Up, then they do the pose here. Battle 1. I'm glad the battle was won. Yep, I miss Rude Buster. Rude Buster's just not happening anymore. Chapter 5 is also just going to be from now on for the battle theme. Music Guy's trumpet. Oh, they had more attacks? They have unused attacks, don't they? Oh, music enemy dancer. Oh, hey! It's the little dancer mini versions of Sweet Cat and Cakes. Alright, it looks like that's the end of their objects. So now we have to actually focus back on Devi. I know little about them. I like that Jongler fell because Jongler is a funny name. Fib Ribbon. This is just Fib Ribbon core sweet candy cakes. I would love 3D models of them in that style, or really just art in general. I actually need to seriously play Fib Ribbon, but I have not really figured out how to like set up my own like CDs and such to play in game, so I've just not done that. I would totally do Cyber Battle in Fib Ribbon. Though also I guess playing Fib Ribbon might be hard because what if I get requested copyrighted music without really thinking it through? And then the stream just gets copyright claimed. That would suck. Alright. Now where are the cutscene object? Cutscene system related objects. I don't know how I had B-Shot Bowtie equipped on Rousey in Chapter 4. I didn't find... Oh, the B-Shot Bowtie is not actually Spamton armor. Can you imagine burning Sweet Cat and Cake songs on CDs and playing that in Fib Ribbon? That would be awesome. You know what? I might just have to do Fib Ribbon at some point now. I guess that's just on the table now. Okay, I really need to, like, actually find stuff relevant to the cutscene system, because I'm not... Oh, here we are! OBJ Actor! That's a good start! Okay. Okay, Susie, Sprites, Sin. Okay, yeah, this is definitely... Okay, then the example cutscene. That actually might be really good to have for testing, so... we found it. I finally found some cutscene system relevant stuff. ABS. Debug. Kill timer. Oh yeah. This is definitely pertaining to the cutscene system. Like, which soul colors do you think will appear in each chapter of the secret bosses? Well, we don't have Purple Soul yet, but I don't know if Purple Soul would really show up in Chapter 5? Maybe it'll be a Purple Soul, yeah. What I'd really like to see are blue and orange attacks. We haven't seen those. Or green, for that matter. Not seeing any bullets that aren't just typically the default white bullets. But I guess next soul I would like to see is actually the Purple Soul. Okay. Okay. Draw event. PAL swap set. Is that a... Okay, yes, that is a function in Deltarunerer Chapter 2. Shader set. Okay, so that's just one of Game Maker's built-ins. Okay. PAL swap set. PAL HTML5. Okay. Okay. I'm starting to get somewhere. Global.pal shader. Am I gonna have to port over the shader too? PAL swap set. Swap reset. Shader equals argument 0. Okay. Let's back out of that. PAL swap init system. Texture set stage. Okay, that's just another Game Maker built-in. I think I might need this, maybe? Here, yeah, I'm going to copy that over. I think there will be a Rousey secret boss where he fights alone. Dark Blue Soul, Bonus points if fighting against Sans. Hold up. Rouse having a bad time? Pal swap set. Okay, let me sure I got that right. Pal swap script. Oh, this is like a whole system. Okay. Shader set. Oh my goodness, like, we won't see Sans as a secret boss given the fact he's the knight, though. Oh, no. Sans isn't the knight. He's actually the worldsmith. Here, let me give context on that. Deltarunerer Chapter rewritten. I promise you, he's not actually the knight. What he does get to be, though, is the world. The chat. Are we still live? Okay, we're still live. I don't know if I'm dropping frames. Okay, I've dropped about 1,000 frames or so, but yes. Sans might not be the knight, but he is definitely the worldsmith. Always bet on Papyrus Knight and always bet on Death's hot dog vendor. Excuse me? YouTube's buffering now? Oh, okay. I guess we're just buffering now. Well, Sans is the knight. My evidence is that we haven't actually seen him in-game yet. Wait, no, we have seen Sans in-game, though. What are you talking about? We have seen Sans. It's okay on my end for the minute. Oh, okay. Good. So, PAL swap set. Okay, just bear with me because I don't know if the stream is going to be stable forever here. Okay, I have a fair bit of palette swap stuff to get through. So, this is just going to be me creating a bunch of new scripts for a while. Because I'm not sure if the cutscene system's going to crumble without these otherwise. Okay, PAL swap set? Is that the name of the script? PAL swap set? Okay, yes. I go over here. I set this. Okay, that's one down. Oh my goodness, there is so much more to go. Okay. PAL swap init system. So, PAL swap init system. Oh my goodness, I don't want to sift through all these. But it looks like I might have to because the cutscene system calls for it. PAL swap enable layer. Wait. Anonymous function PAL swap layer start. Okay, I see. PAL swap layer start. PAL swap layer start. Okay. PAL swap layer start. Let me double check that. So, this is a bit annoying. I didn't anticipate that I was going to be porting an entire palette system. Silly Taurus, he's not in the game yet. Hold up, I'm pretty sure he is. Hold up, you're going to tell me. Wait! But you also thought the knight isn't in the game. So which is it? Okay. PAL swap layer end. So, new script, PAL swap layer end. Because yes, I guess. PAL swap layer end. Alright, what's next? So, PAL swap enable layer. Swap enable layer. So, PAL swap enable layer. All of this for a freaking cutscene system. PAL swap enable layer. Okay, yes. Undefined, undefined, undefined. Okay. PAL swap get PAL count. PAL swap get PAL count. Is that the correct name? PAL swap get PAL count. Okay. PAL count. PAL swap layer start. Okay. PAL swap draw palette. Okay. PAL swap draw palette. Oh my goodness, I just want to do actual cutscene system stuff at this point, but I guess this is part of the system. Okay, PAL swap draw palette. Ultimately, why am I even doing this? We're not even going to be doing like any palette swap stuff in the game. Not chapter 1. PAL swap reset. Oh, Knight is in the game, but Sans is the Knight because he's the only character we have yet to see because he's busy being the Knight. Whoa, dang, you got me there, buddy. Okay, PAL swap layer reset. PAL swap layer reset. Layer reset. Create. Paste. So you're saying the Knight befriended my mom? I can't believe it. Chat, this is so cursed. PAL swap set layer. PAL swap set layer. Let me just copy the name of this script. PAL swap set layer. Swap set layer. Curse you, Bone Man! Curse you, Bone Man! Tell me about it. Okay, so we're getting closer. PAL swap get color count. Okay. PAL swap get color count. Swap get color count. Curse you, Bone Day! Swap get color count. Okay, that's the whole palette system thing or whatever carried over. Okay. Well, now that that's all in, I can finally get back to porting over OBJ Actor. Let me close out my scripts here. What was that? Bet down. All flash. All the devices. Okay, OBJ actor. There it is. Susie D. Party. Does that sprite exist? Susie D. Party. Okay, cool. Object. OBJ actor. Okay, Susie D. Party for the sprite. Let me minimize. Oh, I already minimized Undertale mod tool for chapter 2. So, checking chapter 2, okay. Collision shape, circle, visible, is awake. Yes, we want this object to be awake. Doesn't have a parent object. Okay, let me try something more. If I minimize Undertale mod tool for chapter 2, okay, that saves me a lot of time. So I will tab back into YouTube. Do you think Toby will add the Grinch to Deltarune? I don't know. Does he think there's already a Grinch in-game and her name is Carol Holiday? Awesome. Okay. Create. Just do that. Okay, that's a built-in. Random range, sound step 1 and 2. Okay, this is for the step events. Are we good here? Right. Okay, there we go. Now the draw event, I think, is next. Draw. Swap, set, reset. Okay. Draw. It's using our little palette system that we imported. Is that all for this object? Let's see. Step, draw, and did I set the correct properties? Circle, visible, awake. Okay, yeah, good. There we go. Let's get back over here to OBJ move actor. Okay, actor. OBJ move actor. OBJ move actor. Okay. Truth nuke. I love you guys sometimes. Okay, so I'll put that. Okay, no like parent objects here. There's a create event. Direction word equals nothing. Target equals that value. I don't know what that even represents. That's just a really big number to me. Step 0. Direction word equals nothing. EX. Okay. Step. Put that there. Tell me right now, chat, is the stream still looking good? We're not having any buffering or anything like that? other user 8, user event 8. No buffer issues so far. Well, I'm glad that's the case. The video pause. Continue watching. YouTube can just pause videos now? It can just pause without my permission. Global that chapter equals 1. If this equals 1. Okay, so that's chapter 2 objects. But I don't need this. Okay, I'm glad there's no buffer issues. There's a chapter 2 check here. I don't need that right now. So let me go ahead and put other user. Why is Undertale module scrolling like that? Okay, user event 8. Okay, yeah, that is correct. I can just remove the chapter 2. What? YouTube, sorry, but we're listening too long. You're listening too long on music without actually watching. We're going to pause it. YouTube can just do that now. That's actually a really terrible thing. I am trying to just have music in the background for chat. Making out with Tenna by his nose pierces my skull and skewers my brain and Oki gives me a lobotomy? Why would you say stuff like that? Okay, we can just remove this chapter check here. There is no need for that. Doing this equals 1. Okay, yeah, so event user 8 just gets reduced to this without the chapter check because none of chapter 2's cutscene objects are actually there. Anything else? Okay, that is correct. You're listening too long. Spamton can do it, but your brain will be filled with spam emails. Okay, well, there we go then. I don't want the Spamton lobotomy then, thank you. Okay, so the example cutscene. We're not ready for this yet, because this has a whole bunch of cutscene system stuff that we're not actually ready to handle. So it has script cutscene make. That's just a lobotomy with an extra step. Okay, SCR cutscene make. Cutscene master. I should probably focus on the objects first before I really start worrying about scripts again, because I ported over an entire palette system to Deltarunerer Chapter 1 for this. Okay. Anyways, what was on the list? Example cutscene. Example cutscene old. This is just an older example cutscene. Okay. Step 0. Yep, there it is. SCR cutscene make. SCR jump to point sprite. OBJ jump to point. Do I have jump to point in chapter 1? No, I do not. So let me go ahead and open this here. So create target body OBJ draw shadow. Okay, OBJ jump to point. OBJ jump to points. Creates. Then the create event. So like that. And what else do I gotta do here? It is awake. Yes. Destroy 0. Okay, IEX instance destroy. So that's the destroy event. This is when we delete the object. IEX body OBJ. I hope you are enjoying the music, by the way. It is the Deltarune Master Mode soundtrack. Even though I don't really do much of anything with Deltarune Master Mode anymore. Chris Dark World landed. Teacup Rouse land? Okay. That's just his landing sprites. Jump sprite equals SPR Rouse jump. Well, we don't have these sprites in chapter... We don't have these sprites in chapter 1. Susie... DW landed... Okay. Well, we have a bunch of sprites that I don't have in chapter 1, so I can't port over jump to point just yet. Chris Dark World landing sprite, don't have that either. W landed. I'm gonna have to extract some sprites real quick, so hold up. So yeah, just the landing sprites for chapter 2. So let me go ahead and start exporting sprites real quick. So sprites, Chris Dark World landed. Okay. Yes. Rouse jump. Teacup Rouse land. Okay, now let me get Susie's Dark World landing sprites. So I'll grab that. Include padding. Yes, I would. And well, I'm gonna need Hat Rouse sprites, so I'm gonna have to pull up the Hat Rouse mod because he is indeed wearing a hat in chapter 1. I'm gonna have to switch data.wins real quick then. So bear with me for a moment as I find my Hat Rouse mod. So chapter 2 Windows. Data.win. So Teacup Rouse land. Teacup Rouse land. So here he is, Hat Rouse doing the landing animation. So I'm going to extract that and put it in my Deltarunerer sprites. So, and then I'll grab his little jump sprite. Rouse jump. Then I name that as Rouse jump 0. Because Undertale module dictates that even if it's only one sprite in a sequence, it still has to have the -0. Include padding, yes. Now that I'm done grabbing my Rouse sprites from there, I'm going to navigate back to Deltarunerer Chapter 2. No, come on! I left jump in the search box, and there so happened to be an object called OBJ Spamton Jumper. I don't care about Spamton. I care about the cutscene system. So, where did I last leave off? I left. It was like a jump object. So, move actor, example cutscene. Okay, well, where's the little jump object? Okay, jump to point. Spam to find my objects. Spam on. Okay, OBJ, jump to points. What step was I carrying over? Was it the step effect? Yeah, it had to be. Chris, Dark World landed, Susie, Teacup Rouse land. I'm going to rename a sprite real quick, because this is indeed not for him jumping out of a teacup. So SPR Rouse land. I have File Explorer pulled up, so it will be a bit. You know, I should probably get my friend to actually make Fat Ralph versions of these sprites, so it actually looks consistent in the data.win. Rouse land. Yeah, I probably should get my friend to make Fat Ralph versions of these sprites. Okay. Fell. Jump. Low-key, instead of spraying him, Tenna should have taken a gun from the Shadow guys and shot Spamton point blank. Well, I guess we're doing it. We're stealing a gun from the Shadow guy, and we're just going to shoot Spamton. We're going to splatter his brains on the wall, and Spamton's just going to be reduced to what? Zeros and ones, like the little glitch goblin he is. Fat Ralph will be real in 5 seconds. Spammo. That's his name now. It's Spammo. Alright. Well, now that I have my sprites, I'm gonna go ahead and do an import, because I have new sprites to import now. I can't wait for Fat Ralph to be real. Sprites, select folder, import complete. Okay, Chris. So Chris, Dark World landed. Spamton found slimed out in Vegas. Okay, Chris DW landed. Okay, so now I just have to copy over a bunch of sprite properties. So 0, 0, 0. Special type, yes. 3 frames per game frame, 1. Assumedly, I would just do the same for Susie. So 3, 1. Let's make sure real quick. Susie landed. Okay, yeah, all the values are the same here. Let me check if Rouse is imported properly. Rouse jump. Okay, yeah, Rouse was imported properly. So jump and land. 3, 1. Okay, good. So now Rouse has his jump sprites in for the cutscene system. So with that, I can focus back on OBJ jump to point with a bit of code renaming. So jump to point, step 0. CR depth. Chris, Dark Road, Susie, Rouse. Okay. This will work. So here I gotta find the renamed Rouse sprite. So Rouse land, sprite get height, CR depth, sprite get height. We looking good here? Oh, I hope there's not any missing scripts or anything like that. Let me make sure. So instance destroy, CR depth. Wait, lerp? Is that? Okay, yeah, that's just a game maker built in. I don't gotta worry about lerp. Okay, cool. Their sprites are all in. Nothing's missing. I'm good to go on that. There's gotta be a draw event for this. Hold on. Yep, there it is. Draw event. IEX body OBJ. Okay. Yeah, I figured. Draw. Now just do that. Okay, cool. So now we have the jump object in. How many objects in are we? Because we have a whole bunch of scripts for a palette system and I_EX. Let's see here. Oops. Oh yeah, I guess while we're still looking at object lists here, well, here's the object for Fat Ralph's provoke spell. I actually couldn't code the sound. I could not code this spell animation myself. I needed someone to help. I had to look up resources and all that. I could not pull it off on my own. Okay, so yeah, that, and then the little spell particle and the little sparkles orbit around Fat Ralph. Yeah, always remember, if you can't do something on your own, there is no shame in just looking up answers yourself. See what others have come up with. Now, fun little fact on sound use spell provoke. I did not have a sound effect for this spell. I did not have any audio, and I didn't want it to be mute. So here's the sound for spell use provoke. That's not Deltarune audio. I ripped this sound from Tales of Fantasia on the Super Famicom. Yeah, this is not Deltarune type audio. This is not a custom sound. This is ripped from another RPG. So, they'll never know. Trust. I suppose, though, I would like to have a proper sound effect for it actually made, because I'm just ripping a sound from a whole different game. Alright, enough of that. So then here's Togor's hero object. Self-explanatory. It's just for when you have Togor in a battle and it needs to create his battle object. It sounds like a hamster. It does not sound like a hamster. That's like a little sparkly thingy sound. What do hamsters even sound like? They squeak, I guess? They do like little high squeaks? Hamster. Mouse squeaky toy. Alright, so we have OBJ actor, OBJ move actor, jump the point. So what's next on the object list for the cutscene system? Let me close out my sprites tab, jump the point. Okay, debug GUI. Mouse squeaky toy or guinea pig. Move the point, OBJ. Okay, move 2 points. Okay, the cutscene master. That would be a big one, wouldn't it? That would absolutely be a big one. Maybe I should just lock in and actually carry over the cutscene object. Okay, so here's a bunch of object checks. For Chapter 2 cutscenes, are not relevant to me. Oh goodness, array create. Okay, yeah. Create arrays. SCR cutscene master commands initialize. Terminates. Okay, this is going to be a big one. So let me go ahead and copy this function name. And then I'm going to go to scripts. In Chapter 1, SCR cutscene master commands initialize. Yeah, this is exciting. We're actually doing cutscene system stuff now. We're not like doing like little little trinkets of the system. We're actually importing the actual system now. Okay, so back to the cutscene master. I can just ignore these objects here because those are Chapter 2 cutscenes, and those aren't going to be relevant for me. Master object. Okay, Surasu. I'm gonna have to remember that. That is a writer thing. Okay, so alright. OBJ cutscene master. This is gonna be a big one. OBJ cutscene master. Do one last check here. Okay, visible awake. I set awake here. Initialize. Then I can just delete these object checks. Oh yeah, we're getting into the good stuff now. So creates. Then I'm gonna go back here. Step. Okay, SCR cutscene commands. That's also gonna be a very important script. Oh, how fitting! The music kicked in, and now it's the it's the music from Deltarunerer Master Mode Legacy, where it's before the Emperor fight. How appropriate! OBJ, move to point. Do I have move to point? Move to point. Yes, I do. Move actor. I have move actor. OBJ cutscene delay command. Okay, I'm just gonna import this real quick. OBJ cutscene delay command. OBJ cutscene delay command. Create, awake, and then I'll do the create events. Alarm 0. Then it'll run event user 0 when that expires. Alarm 0. Event user 0. Does this have a parent object? It does not. Okay. And the collision shape should be box, so I went ahead and set it to box. Alarm 0. And here's user 0. SCR cutscene commands. I'm going to need to make SCR cutscene commands now. So let me go ahead and minimize that. SCR cutscene commands. Yeah, this is going to be the big one. Delay command. Move actor. Move to point. There's a bunch of scripts here that I need to port over. Oh my. Oh no. Variable instance set. Okay, those are built-ins. I don't have to. Okay, SCR lerp far instance. OBJ lerp far. Okay. There's so much stuff I'm gonna have to port over. Okay, well, let's just move on to lerp far. OBJ lerp far. Awake. And what's the collision shape? It's box. Box. Here. This is going to be so. This is going to be a Herculean task. I don't think I'm ready for this. Warp ease in. Ease out. Ease in, out. Okay. Function, lerp, ease out. Ease out. Lerp, ease out. You can do this! I can. I just gotta believe myself. Oh no. There's another script I have to port over. SCR, ease out. Look! More scripts. Ease out, bounce, elastic, back. Return power. So ease out. Oh my goodness. Function, ease out, bounce. Okay. Ease out, bounce. Ease out, bounce. Oh my goodness. Alright, now back here. Ease out, elastic. Okay. Ease out, elastic. Ease out, elastic. I can do this. I have the power of determination on my side. I can do this. Ease out, back. Okay. Ease out, back. You're literally the prophecy's strongest warrior with this amount of coding. I would have given up here at this point. Hey, I think you can do it too. I believe if everyone just had a little bit more determination, you could achieve stuff like this too. And I say that because I always look out for my friends in that kind of manner. I believe you got this. Okay, so I got ease out back now. SCR ease out. I can port that now. Ease out. Okay. SCR ease out. Create. Bam. LARP ease out. Let me go ahead and do that. LARP ease out. So then bounce. Okay, yeah. Elastic? I appreciate the thought, but no thanks. Coding scares me. I suppose it did use to scare me too. But look where we are now. I'm making all sorts of stuff happen here. I'm gonna have the cutscene system in Chapter 1. I should make this like a... I should probably turn this into like an Undertale module script at some point. People deserve to get to have the cutscene system in Chapter 1, honestly. I think this will be big for anyone who's doing Chapter 1 stuff. Yeah, you can tell I am feeling quite enthusiastic about this right now. Where did I leave off? Ease out, back, ease out, LARP, ease out. I gotta go learn coding someday. Oh yeah, definitely do that. You will be so much more powerful with coding. Okay, LARP far. Did I have that open still? No, I didn't. Why did I close that out? LARP far. Okay, so is that the... Okay, step event. Cool. So, step. Okay. Is this right? Init equals 0. Point A, variable instance get is string point A. Say, frisk the human, add clover. There's not going to be any clover. Oh my goodness, wait, blue text. Blue text, that's not right. That's not right. That's a script I didn't port over. Hold up. Hold up. Because now it'll crash even when I put the script in, unless I cut and repaste the code. So I've made a mistake here. It's not really going to do anything bad. It's just going to be really annoying to deal with later. Ease in bounce. Okay. Ease in bounce. Creates. And then I'll do that. What was next? Ease in elastic. Okay. Ease in elastic. Hold up, I gotta double check. Is that actually correct? Yes, ease in elastic. That is correct. Create. And now I have that in. What was missing from? Okay, LARP ease in. Script obj LARP far ease in. So ease in. So SCR ease in. Yes. Okay. Create. Nope, that'd be wrong. That'd be wrong. Don't do that. I was about to paste in the wrong script. Ease in bounce. Ease in elastic. Deltarune is good. I would not have it any other way. If Deltarune wasn't good, I don't think we'd be here today. So LARP ease in. So okay. LARP ease in. Let me make sure I got the name right here. Okay, LARP ease in. Yes, I do. Create. In. Okay, is that all? Okay, back to LARP far. Now I need LARP ease in out. Okay. Script ease in, so I'll come back to chapter 2 here. LARP far. LARP ease in out. Oh wow, another script. SCR ease in out. SCR ease in out. Ease in out. Okay. Create. Wait. No. These are scripts too. Ease in out. Bounce. Oh my goodness. There is so much to port over. Ease in bounce. Okay, I have that. Ease in elastic. I'm gonna get my tongue twisted at some point. Ease in out elastic. What? For real? Ease in out. I'm just gonna do that real quick. Here, copy this name. Ease in out elastic. Ease. Oh wait. Ease in out elastic. Paste the name. Then I'll do the actual script. Okay. Ease in out. Then I do ease in out bounce. Ease in out bounce. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. Create. Paste. Elastic. SCR ease. Ease in, out, back. Ease in, out, back. Churn. Ease in, out, back. Creates. There we go. Minimize that. Ease in, out. Then I will cut all this real quick. Repaste. And now that should be correct. And then what I need after that? I needed LARP ease in, out. So, minimize this. LARP ease in, out. Create. Paste this. Okay. Good. Ease. Now I'm going to run a comparison with Chapter 2. Oh yeah, I'm missing some stuff. Oh no. I'm going to play it safer than sorry and copy over a few more things here. So, SCR ease in DX. Ease in DX. Create. Oh boy. And now the music is the Emperor's battle theme from Master Mode. How fun! Ease in, back. Okay. Oh, you just ease out. LARP ease. Oh. I'm just gonna go in order here. Ease, LARP ease extended. That's the countdown on how much brain cells we gotta focus on scripting before we lose our motivation. LARP, yeah, LARP ease extended. LARP ease ext. Extended. Create. There you go. In you go. Ease in, back. Do I have that? In, back. I do not seem to have that. Ease in, back. Nope, I need that. Ease in, don't worry, I'm going to keep up the fight. We'll keep going. Ease in circ. Okay. Ease in circ. Ease in cubic. Okay. Ease in cubic. I am so sorry that it has now just become me boarding over scripts that essentially just do math. Ease in expo. Okay. Ease in expo. In. Okay, I'm just going to do it like this. This would be easier. Ease in expo. Create. Here, let me ease in. Dude, underscore on the chapter 2 window. Elastic Expo Quad. He's in Quad. He's in Quad. Oh. He's in Quart. Oh. In Quart. Is this why no one's ported the cutscene system to Chapter 1? He's in Quint. He's in Quint. Ah. Don't worry, I'll keep on going. I have to if I actually want the motivation to work on other parts of the mod. He's in Sign. Okay. He's in Sign. Like, this is not easing me in. You're becoming too strong. All in the sake of power. I have to get stronger. Well, there's all the ease in scripts. What about ease in out? Oh my goodness, there's a lot more for ease in out. What? Why'd the music stop? Continue watching? Oh. YouTube's just gonna keep shutting the music up. YouTube's just gonna keep shutting the music up if I'm not constantly tapped in. Lerp, ease in, out. Okay, do I have that? Lerp, ease in, out, back. Bounce. Circ, no. I need that. Ease in, out, circ. Ease in, out, circ. The script boss fight has a phase 2. Porting over a bunch of map scripts from chapter 1 into chapter 2. The script boss fight has a phase 2. Ease in, out, cubic. Ease in, out, cubic. Ease in, out, elastic. Okay, I have that. Ease in, out, expo. Don't got that. I don't have that. Ease in, out, expo. Ease in, out, expo. Expo. Okay. Ease in, out, quad. Ease in, out, quad. Can I be done with phase 2? Ease in, out, quartz. Ease in, out, quartz. Oh, please don't get the name wrong. Ease in, out, quartz. Okay. Ease in, out, quartz. Quint. Okay. Ease in, out, quint. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna rapid fire these now. Ease in, out, sign. I don't have that. Ease in, out, sign. Ease in, out, sign. Ease in, out, sign. Okay, we're done with ease in, out. Now it's just ease out. Ease out. Okay, what's next? More ease out. I have that. Ease out back. Okay. Bounce. I don't have circ. Ease out circ. Ease out circ. Okay. I'll do that. Ease out cubic. Don't got that. Ease out cubic. Ease out cubic. Okay. Ease out. Oh, oops. Been distracted. Ease out elastic. I have that. Ease out expo. Okay. Ease out expo. Oh, I can't wait to be done with these. Okay. Ease out quad. Ease out quad. Come on. Ease out quad. What's next? Okay, ease out quart. Ease out quart. Paste. Okay. Ease out quint. Add. Ease out quint. Create, and then I'll paste the code. Ease out sign. Okay. Ease out sign. Are we there? Oh, we're done with the ease in, ease out, in, out, ease out. We're done with these. We're done with these. Oh, we can finally get back to more cutscene system stuff. That isn't just all the math functions that the cutscene system does. OBJ LERP far. Alright, I'm moving the music along. We're done with all the math scripts for now. Oh my goodness. Okay. LERP far. Step 0. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this again. I have a whole bunch of tabs to close out. LERP far. So I'll delete this real quick. Repaste. Okay, cool. Then the cutscene master. Been waiting to get to this one. CR cutscene commands. Well, why don't I paste in the cutscene command script first? Wait, script execute. SCR script repeat. OBJ script delayed. Okay, we got a new object to make. OBJ script delayed. Okay. OBJ script delayed. So, I'll take that. There. Oh. Mouth's dry after that whole little panic. Script delayed creates 0. Script delayed alarm 0. This is the alarm offense. Alarm 0. Fence user 0. And then I'll just run instance destroy. let's just copy the user event. Oh. Oh my. Okay. And that is, which user event? That is 0. Okay. Other user 0. I'll put that in. Okay. Then I'm going to import the step event. Okay, step 0. Ugh. SCR script repeat. Okay, now I can put SCR script repeat in. SCR script repeat. Is that the script's name? Yep. Script repeat. Okay. Oh my goodness. Repeat. Script delayed. There's LARP far. How are you doing? I'm whatever at this point. This... What? I'm okay, I guess. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna taking a small break here. Okay. Will we be able to download a model? Will it be free? It'll be free if you actually bought Deltarune. I'm not distributing this for free if you don't own Deltarune. If you don't own Deltarune, you cannot play this mod. And I'm not going to encourage a certain act here. I'm trying to actually stay monetized here. Okay, let's see. Where do I go from here? Cutscene commands. I just left the cutscene command script is empty. But now it's time to actually add that in, I think. Cutscene commands. Cutscene delay command. Actually, I don't think I finished on delay command. Hold up. Alarm, then user 0, SCR cutscene commands. Okay, other, I think it's just user event 0. SCR cutscene commands? What? Oh wait, yeah, I see what happened. Wait, no, delete that. And I'm going to actually just go ahead and put the cutscene commands script in. So, CR cutscene commands. White box. This will be the big one. These are the actual cutscene commands. SCR jump 2-point sprites. SCR jump in place. Jump to point. Okay, so obviously if I put this in now, I'm going to have... Oh no. Remove. Had to remove a message real quick. Alright. If I just paste this now, well, you can see the problem here because these are a bunch of commands that are supposed to be scripts. But this will obviously not work. This will crash the game if this script is called because these are supposed to be scripts. CR pan lerp, camera X set, camera Y set, sound pitch time, init loop, init play. Whole bunch of scripts that I don't have imported yet. Going yo-ho-ho excludes all indie games. Yeah, because indie developers deserve that money, yes. Actor facing SCR flip. Oh goodness, there's a lot. LARP far no. LARP far instance. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of missing scripts here. Sarasu. I also have to look into the writer object because Sarasu is actually used for the writer. Any face next? Any face? There's so much missing here. Nah, I hate coffee. Okay, well, I guess we have a bunch to do here. We have a whole bunch to do here. Okay, where do I want to start? Actually, I just drink cola drinks. I get what? Pepsi or Coke or whatever? Sprite, 7-Up. I don't do energy drinks either. I just do like regular cola drinks. But right now, I'm just kind of like, wow, there's going to be a lot of scripts to pour over. Alright. Oh, Dr. Pepper. Yeah, Dr. Pepper's a good one. Why don't I treat myself to a Dr. Pepper? I guess I don't treat myself because I don't have a way to go places right now. Alright, SCR facing letter to number. Okay. SCR facing letter to number. So I'll create this script. Cool. We're back to the cutscenes. Okay, yeah, that text did turn orange. OBJ move actor. Oh. Yeah, I did import this, did I? Move actor. Did I port over everything? Is awake. Visible. Awake and visible. Okay, cool. I was just in a panic there for a moment. I thought I missed something. Alright. So close that. Facing letter to number. I have that. Enter. Okay. Move 2 points. I really like Sprite myself. Yeah, Sprite's pretty good. I don't drink Monster Energy. I don't think I could care to, honestly. Okay, message set and message next. Those are going to be scripts, aren't they? This is great. Message set and message next. Okay. Message set. So script. Message set. Okay. And now that is highlighted. Then I'll come back over to chapter 2. Message next. Open a new tab. Message set. Oh wait, no, message next. I see. Message next. Create. Paste. Okay. Okay, OBJ Dialoger. The whole Sarasu thing is gonna have to be imported now. So let's open up OBJ Dialoger. Create. Let's see what there is to import here. So Dialoger. I am gonna wrap up soon though, because this is starting to make my head spin. Okay, let's see. Cur Jewel. Active. Alarm. Free. Okay. Then the Sarasu stuff. So, free. Put that there. What else is there? Rider. Side. Rem face. Rem rider. My face. -4. JP special. Okay. Draw debug, dialoger. Well, just those two. Now I need to actually define behavior for when Sarasu is 1. So is that going to be... That's not going to be any alarm. So, other? Base choice, writer, special. Other, Sarasu Khan. Sarasu Khan equals 1. Okay. Face choice. JP special. Here, you know what? I may as well just copy all of this. I'm just going to copy this whole thing. So that, and paste. Okay. Sarasu Khan equals 1. Then what's going on in the actual draw event? Draw CR debug box text camera. Well, okay, just port this.
HBO Max is available on YouTube.
HBO Max is available. Stop talking. Stop talking. I don't care. I have an ad blocker and I'm still getting crap like with YouTube Music. No, I don't care. Well, okay. Oh no, wait, 2 more scripts I forgot. Camera X and Camera Y. Okay. Scripts. Camera X. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap up soon. This is taking its toll on me. That, and I have pets to feed. Camera Y, and then once I'm done getting the Sarasu behavior in for the writer, then we're just gonna be done. Okay, so I have to do that. I have to repaste. so draw 0. What did the Chapter 2 writer have as well that was new? Well, it has a draw begin event. Okay, Sarasu Khan. Okay, that's gonna be important. So, that's where Sarasu is handled, and it basically... There's actually a Deltarune ARG video that actually shows to the viewer what Sarasu does. Ever heard of the Forced Weird Route ARG? Like, Noelle is all-powerful in this ARG, and in one of the videos, she actually, in dialogue, shouts at Sarasu in response to her dialogue box constantly scrolling off the screen as she and Chris are walking, and when she commands Sarasu, then the dialogue box properly follows Noelle. This is what Sarasu does. If the screen ever scrolls, it keeps the dialogue box on screen properly. I think it's kind of cool that Deltarune ARG actually shows a bit of the behind the scenes of Deltarune's code. Anyways, if you want to ad block, I use Ghostery. I'm gonna need the settings you have for Ghostery, or just whatever is the latest version of Ghostery, because I'm still getting ads. In fact, I get ads on YouTube as if I don't have an ad blocker at all. But anyways, I'm starting to get dehydrated now, and my throat is getting dry, so I'm probably just going to do the rest of the cutscene system off camera, now that I got the Sarasu behavior in. But this was a fun stream, even though it was starting to drive me off the walls a bit. Consume hydration. Oh yeah, I'm going to get a big jug of water after this. But this is where I left off. The dialoguer is now pretty much the Chapter 2 dialoguer, and I am partway into getting the cutscene system in general imported. Yeah, this was an undertaking. But, yeah, that was a fun little stream. We got a lot more done here than I did with the Deltarune Master Mode stream from a while ago. I think, all things considered, I actually did achieve a good amount. So I'm going to just go ahead and save. Please save my progress. And, oh, there we go. I saved Chapter 1 there. So now I don't have to worry about losing my work. Anyways, I would say that's gonna be the end of the stream. It's nice to see me live again. I miss live streaming. Hope we can chat again soon. Yep. Well, actually, I think we need to do one more thing to confirm that I didn't, like, completely obliterate Deltarune. Could you imagine if I actually did break the game and Chapter 1 just crashes here and now as I boot it up? That's gonna be terrifying. Here, let's go ahead and start it up. Beginning. Okay, cool, look. Deltarune still works! My game still works! I didn't break anything! I actually didn't think I would achieve that. Okay, so let me go ahead and save. Let me go ahead and edit my save file again so I can remove Togor from the party. And we're just going to look at one more bit of dialogue that we missed. Yeah, my Deltarune works! I just want to show off a bit more of Fat Ralph's animations, so let's get into a battle here. Going to defend. Fight. He like headbutts the enemies. I love it. But I think I need to change his damage counter still. Actually, those enemies about to die. So then, the item animation? Oh, his animation is misaligned. I need to change the origin point on his item use animation. Rudin was bored to tears. Okay, pacify. And he takes a takes a breather because the fight exhausted him. Alright, now let's just run past Lancer here. I'm gonna say hi. No. Being thrashed by various guys. If we say hi, will your troops not thrash us? Oh, Ralph, fat Ralph! Thrashing is what makes our relationship work. You actually walked into what is essentially just me testing if Deltarune is still working properly. Yes, we got through importing a whole bunch of scripts to the game. And quite frankly, I didn't think we were actually going to get through that. And Ralph does a nice little bow attack. You don't need the XP, just encountering your smile is good enough. Alright, and defend. Alright. Yeah, I'm just testing the game real quick to make sure like I didn't like brick it and like it wouldn't actually work anymore. Yeah, the game actually still perfectly works after all my little modifications. The game is still playable. All my little dev stuff didn't actually like crash the game or anything like that. It's a shame I'm not going to get to use the cutscene system much though, because I would have to actually redesign all the Chapter 1 cutscenes to use the cutscene system. At which point, I would honestly just get a friend to help convert the cutscenes into the Chapter 2 format. And anyways, yep. This was the Deltarunerer dev stream. There's Fat Ralph, say hi. Alright, chat, we're done here. I believe that's going to be the end of the stream. I'm probably going to do the rest of the cutscene system off screen. And, you know, I'll then import the example cutscene, see if it's all working. And, yeah. This was a fun little stream. I hope we can do this again sometime. Once the cutscene system's done, I can actually get to work on actual game contents. And, yeah. That was a fun one. You take care. Have a good day. Stay colorful, stay chromatic. Bye-bye.